Part 6, Chapter Indigo. After winning the battle with the landlords of the Champaran, English landlords of the Champaran, Gandhiji turned his attention towards cultural and social upliftment of the Champaran villages. And for this, he appealed to the teachers, and Mahadev Desai and Narhari Parekh were the two disciples of Gandhiji who volunteered for this work. Several more came from Bombay, Pune, and other distant parts of the land. Devdas, Gandhiji's youngest son, arrived from the ashram, and so did Mrs. Gandhi. Primary schools were opened in 6 villages. Kasturba Gandhi taught the ashram rules on personal cleanliness and community sanitation. So, this was the social upliftment of the Champaran villages. Health conditions were miserable over there. Miserable means very bad. Gandhi got a doctor to volunteer his services for 6 months. So he asked a doctor who volunteered by his will to service in these villages for 6 months. 3 medicines were available: castor oil, quinine, and sulfur ointment. Only 3 medicines were there. Anybody who showed a coated tongue was given a dose of castor oil. Anybody with malaria fever received quinine plus castor oil. And anybody with skin eruptions received ointment plus castor oil. So these were the 3 medicines over there. Gandhi noticed the filthy state of women's clothes. Filthy means dirty condition of women's clothes. He asked Kasturba Bai to talk to them about it. One woman took Kasturba into her hut and said, "Look, there is no box or cupboard here for clothes. The sari I am wearing is the only one I have." During his long stay in Champaran, Gandhi kept a long distance watch on the ashram. He sent regular instructions by mail and asked for financial accounts. This was his watch. Just see, by sitting so far away in his ashram, he asked for the financial accounts. Once he wrote to the residents that it was time to fill in the old latrine trenches. Trenches means deep pits, and dig new ones, otherwise the old ones would begin to smell bad. So this is how he told the people. So sitting so far, he told that they should build a new trenches, otherwise they will make the place more miserable. The Champaran episode was a turning point in Gandhi's life. What I did, he explained, was a very ordinary thing. I declared that the British could not order me about in my own country. And naturally, Champaran episode became a turning point in his life. He became a Mahatma. He became a hero. What I did, he explained. After that, he said that what he did was very, very ordinary. He only declared the Britishers that they could not dictate him in his own country. They cannot order him in his own country. But Champaran did not begin as an act of defiance. It grew out of an attempt to alleviate the distress of large number of peasants. And Champaran, it did not begin as act of defiance. Defiance means disobedience. यहाँ पे ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ कि हमें उन्हें भगाना है, चलिए डिसोबे किया जाए उनके रूल्स को. It grew actually out of an attempt to alleviate. Alleviate means to make less the distress, the suffering of large number of poor peasants. The poor peasants who were suffering under the cruel landlord system of the English landlords, and to alleviate that, it started. This was typical Gandhi pattern. His politics were intertwined. Intertwined means intermixed with the practical day-to-day problems of the millions. His political system was not separate. It was mixed with other social, cultural upliftment of the people. His was not a loyalty to abstractions. His loyalty, his faithfulness was not to ideas only. It was a loyalty to livings and human beings. His loyalty was towards the living beings, to the human beings who are surviving there. In everything Gandhi did, moreover, he tried to mold a new free Indian who could stand on his own feet and thus make India free. And whatever Gandhiji did, he tried to mold, tried to make a new free Indian, a new Indian, a self-reliant Indian who could stand on his feet and make India free. Actually, he infused courage in the people. He told them that it is not important what the thing is. They have to have satyagrahi. They have to become a satyagrahi. They have to have civil disobedience. And if they have to fight with their conscience. That is the main thing that he showed. Early in the Champaran action, Charles Fourier and Rius, the English pacifist, who had become a devoted follower of the Mahatma, came to bid Gandhi farewell before going on a tour of duty to the Fiji Islands. So early in the Champaran action only, Charles Fourier and Rius, who was a pacifist, that is, who was a peace believer, and he became a devoted follower of Mahatma Gandhi. Before going to Fiji Islands, he came there. Gandhi's lawyer friends thought it would be a good idea for Andrews to stay in Champaran and help them. Andrews was willing if Gandhi agreed, but Gandhi vehemently opposed it. Vehemently means strongly opposed. He said, "You think that in this unequal fight, it would be helpful if we have an Englishman on our side. This shows the weakness of your heart." So he made it clear that we don't want Andrews to be on our side, an Englishman on our side. This shows the weakness. And he said that if the cause is just, अगर आपको लगता है कि fight unequal है, आप जिससे लड़ रहे हैं वो just है, वो सच्चाई है, then you should not be afraid. This cause is just and you must rely upon yourselves to win the battle. He said, if your cause is just, तुम्हारी जो लड़ाई है, तुम्हारा जो reason है लड़ाई का वो बिल्कुल सही है, then you should not rely upon you should not rely upon anyone else. You should only rely upon yourselves. You should not seek a prop in Mr. Andrews because he happens to be an Englishman. He said that we should not seek a prop, a support in Andrews or any other Englishman. He had read our minds correctly, Rajendra Prasad comments, and we had no reply. Gandhi in this way taught us a lesson in self-reliance. So Rajendra Prasad admitted that he read our minds correctly, and then we had no reply to tell him. And then Gandhiji, he said, taught them the lesson of self-reliance, self-dependence. We should not depend on anyone else. Self-reliance, Indian independence, and the help to sharecroppers were all bound together. So Champaran was not only the one thing; it combined everything. It was a lesson to be learned by the peasants to be self-reliant, and second, it was a lesson to move ahead and ask for independence from the Britishers. And third, of course, it was a share croppers' misery to elevate them from their misery, and everything was all bound together. So this is all about the lesson. I hope you have understood. Thank you.